I think people need to be a little bit more realistic about it. If we're being honest, even if someone like Cornel West were to get enough support, enough traction to even to compete with any of the parties, he would get CIA or FBI in an instance. They don't care. The bourgeois have proven they go to any lengths and unalive an FBI, just about anybody, and they don't care if people know it in the future because somehow people are still going to support them, which is crazy. But that's just it. Like I don't think we could go about it using bourgeois
No.
democracy or quote unquote democracy.
Here's how I've done a lot of reflecting over this, and I reread Left Communism and Infantile Disorder, which I reread that at least once a year anyway. But I do support, at the end of the day, him running as a candidate on the platform, as long as he sticks to a platform where he is talking about socialism and talking about dismantling the empire from its head. Because
Mm,
the point is to not, when we're running candidates, and then granted it's not we that are running him, it's a Green Party running him. But if we're going to support candidates in these reactionary parliaments, as they say, we're not expecting to win. What we're getting is we're showing that the people that there are other ideas, and Cornel West can get, if as long as he keeps up with this platform that he's stuck to so far, where he's talking about socialism, talking about ending empire, all these things. I think he is a net gain for the working class of the working class movement of the United States, because he'll start to get people thinking about what empire is, etc. And though he's not going to correctly represent Marxism because he's anti-Marxist, but again, it's sometimes we have to compromise, and
mm.
in this case, we're compromising on the basis that we're not going to win, but that we're getting our voices heard and more people getting these ideas from, still the masses still believe that this reactionary electoral politics is politics to them still.
Mm,
So
mm.
we have to use that while it's still in their minds that this is their politics. So
I agree. I think that was a good way to put it. And the way now that you put it that way, I could definitely see he could definitely just like how Bernie introduced a lot of people, a lot of even me introduced a lot of people to socialism.
mhm.
I think that could be the same. That could be the new Bernie Sanders, I guess. But
Right,
eventually, once they, once they like figure things out and they figure out what socialism really is,
right.
start getting into history and stuff. Yeah, I could definitely see that, and
And
I can get
yeah,
behind that.
it is for Marxists and Marxist parties to, when Cornel West fails, just the same as Bernie fails, it's up to Marxist organizations to then take to the masses and explain to them certain things, why he was destined to lose, et cetera, and get them away from, turn them away from reaction, because when Bernie lost, a ton of people just went straight to reactionary
Mm.
nonsense. I mean, I think that's where MAGA communism was born out of. Not, I think the MAGA communism thing is just grifters in general, but I think,
Bunch of LaRouchites.
yes, the actual like leaders of that movement, but I think the people that have fallen into it have fallen into reaction
Mm.
because of the failure of Bernie. They don't know any better.
Right, and I would also like mention that it's possible that some of them already had reactionary beliefs to begin with. They just
Yes.
needed a group of CIA informants on Twitter for them to bring it out of them, which
Hmm.
is sad. I lost a few mutuals and a few people that I did consider comrades turn completely reactionary and homophobic and
Exactly.
conservative, quote unquote, just completely backwards. And it was sad, but uh, that's up to us to help educate folks and to tell them and explain why these MAGA communists are wrong.
Right. Exactly.
I think one of the main benefits to me, to people like Bernie Sanders, Cornel West running, it to kind of build on what you're saying is we know they're going to lose. Like the establishments, the empire's not going to let them win.
Hmm.
But to progressively get more and more left wing, to get more and more anti empire, anti imperialism, and things like that, but not just running for presidential elections, but having people like that run in local elections, state elections,
Hmm.
congressional elections, and continuously lose. Because as people keep looking more and more into what socialism is, it reinforces that idea that we can't reform our way out of this. We cannot elect our way out of this. And genuine revolution is going to have to happen.
Hmm.
And for a lot of people, actually seeing the alternative of trying to elect socialism into power isn't going to work. So the only option when you constantly are losing is to start thinking about true revolution.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Beautifully put. Yes.
So we have to keep losing if we're gonna want to, if we want to win. You know, it's like
Exactly.
there's got to be a bunch of losers.
Yeah, well, at least in the Imperial Core, and we're paving the way. As optimistic as that sounds, paving the way, and whether we live or not to see it, the capitalism will fall, and so will the empire. It's inevitable.
Yeah.